This is the year of the midterm elections. What in the world is a midterm election? Well, you have generally what are called presidential elections, which happen every 4 years, and these are the elections that happen in the middle of the president's term, so that's why they're called midterm elections. Sometimes they're called off-year elections. Now, these are important elections. And who runs in these elections? Well, could be lots. It's not going to be the president, but in 36 states in this election, there's going to be governors that are up. So 36 of the 50 states. You're also going to have all the members of Congress running. So every congressman is running, as they do every 2 years. And then you'll have 1/3 of the U.S. Senate that's also running. So we will choose about 33, 34 of our U.S. senators in this election. And then you move down to the state level. In addition to 36 governors, you're going to have all the state representatives run. You're going to have probably half of the state Senate that runs. As you move down to the county level, you're going to be looking at sheriffs, and you're going to look at mayors and school board members and city council members. I mean, there's a lot of elections, and they're really, really important. And one of the reasons they're important is because at the state level, this is going to determine where your state heads for the next 4 years, especially in those 36 states that have governors. But at the federal level, this is also a chance for you to say, hey, I like the way things are heading in the federal direction. I want to keep it going that way. So I'm going to make sure the president gets more of his people in. Or you're going to say, I don't like the way the nation's heading, and I want different people in the House and in the Senate. I want a different direction for the nation. So you get to voice your opinion at the federal level, and at the state level, and at the local level. I mean, if you think what's happening with critical race theory or 1619 Project, if that's a concern to you, this is a chance that you can get involved and say, well, at my level, at my city level, we're not going to do this anymore. So this is a really important time. And by the way, this is where particularly Christians can have a substantial impact, because there is such low voter turnout in these elections. I mean, generally 65.3% of American eligible to vote actually are registered to vote. So 65.3%, but for the last 21 off-year or midterm elections, we have only about 39% that turn out. So that's 39% of 65%, which actually in this election, only 26% of Americans will vote in midterms, and it takes half that to win. So you're really looking at 1 out of 8 Americans will choose our governor, will choose our Congress, will choose our Senate. You need to get involved. This is when your voice can be heard. So there's some good things you can do in this election if you get involved. And if you're 18 or older, but you aren't sure you're registered to vote, visit americastands.us and use the resources there to make sure you are registered. And then stay tuned for more videos from the America Stands team. We'll be covering primaries, redistricting, and even we'll break down the candidates state by state.